It's 5 o'clock on a Wednesday, and it's time for
a Craig and Ryland Magic Review Show.
I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
Welcome back to another review show right here on
Magic TV.
Absolutely. And you know what? We're going to do 3 reviews this week. We normally do 4. We are doing a 4th review.
I just realised last time I was wearing a cap. Now I've got the jacket.
I know you're slowly morphing into Alex Jessup.
And do you know what? I've brought the t-shirt with me on. So
of course you have.
There'll be a day
that you're just
on this holiday where it'll be Matrix, 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 Matrix.
Fantastic. Yes, we're off to Blackpool next week, and Ryland's performing every single day with Thea, and yet it's still a holiday.
And yet I'm doing the Tower Ballroom as well.
You're doing he's doing his big magic and mischief illusion show at the Tower Ballroom.
I'm doing something on this review show in it.
You are.
Technically.
And you're doing a brand new illusion at the Tower Ballroom. He's been rehearsing for quite a while. Clearly Impossible by Jonathan Pendragon and the Clear Soaring in Half. And you're doing that for the first time, aren't you, with Thea at the Tower Ballroom? So we're very excited about that. But we're doing 3 reviews this week. 31st of October.
Book tickets.
There you go. Book tickets now. It's going to be great. He's doing a half an hour, 35-minute set, and it is literally wall-to-wall illusion. There's no front of cloth, no patter.
It's literally the only things that are remotely anything like that is walking through steel and sands of the desert.
Yeah, everything is big.
Yeah.
You're doing paradox, you're doing split press, you're doing crystal... No, you're not doing crystal casket, actually. No. But you are doing shadow box.
Because it'll be locked away.
Yeah, you're doing the shadow box.
I'm doing shadow, yes.
Yeah, lots of stuff. Anyway, that's not what we're going to hear. We're doing 3 reviews.
One of the things you just said then.
Well, everybody last week really liked when we reviewed the illusion. We reviewed the Through the Looking Glass.
Slowly go through the warehouse of every illusion.
It would take us a long time to go through my warehouse.
Would.
There's so many illusions in there.
Even if we just did an illusion review show special of 4 illusions every time, we would still have at least like 7 solid weeks.
Yeah, we would. Like, there's so many illusions down there. I keep saying I'm going to do a video where I'm just going to take people on a guided tour through the warehouse. Perhaps we can do that one week.
Do you know, I'll come after school and tidy every single nook.
Well, it's still pretty tidy, but when you get back, you've got to do that mirror passage by Lewis de Matos. Anyway, look, so we're going to review an illusion. Somebody wants, quite a few people said they really liked the illusion that we reviewed by Smoky Mountain, the mirror pen through the looking glass. And can we review more illusions? So we're going to review Ryland and I's it's probably one of my favourite illusions. It's not my favourite; it's one of my favourite illusions.
One of the ones you did back when you really did like the holiday parks.
And you do this a lot as well in your show.
Yeah, I do it now, and you used to do it when you were on the circuit. So,
so we're gonna do that at the end of the review show, because also this is we'll get into it when we review the illusion. I'll explain why we've reviewed this one. But first of all, we're going to start off with one of the most highly anticipated Halloween tricks this season, Spirit Bell. Right, so the first review we are looking at this week is Spirit Bell by Murphy's Magic. Now, they have brought 2 versions of the Spirit Bell out. They have brought out the deluxe and the standard model. The only difference is the size of the bell. You're going to see a performance in a minute of the standard version. And look, there's a lot to talk about in terms of what you actually get with this and what it does. But for now, I just want to show you a performance of this. Now, this is a performance of a routine that Ryland actually put together for it. It's not taught on the tutorial, but it's obvious how it works. It's just a card control and a force, but it kind of shows you the power of what this Spirit Bell can do. So let's have a look at this right now, and then we'll talk about exactly what we think.
Okay, so I'm here with my sister Thea.
Hello.
Now, Thea, do you believe in ghosts?
No.
Well, I'm going to try and make you believe in ghosts. Because you see, I've got a bell here. It's a completely normal bell.
Yep.
Now, Thea, what I want you to do is you have a quick look at the bell and hang it on that little hook there.
Yeah, just a normal bell, as I can see.
Just put it on there. And I also have a deck of cards. Now, Thea, what I want you to do is you're just going to say stop as I go through. Just say stop.
Stop.
There.
Yep.
You happy there? You sure? So what you're going to do is I want you to just have a look at that card. I don't want anyone else to see it. No, don't show the camera. Mm-hmm. No one else is allowed to see it, okay? Now, Thea, what I want you to do is just put that on top of the deck. There you go. Yep. What we're going to do is we're going to cut the deck and make sure it's all mixed up, okay? We'll either give it a nice shuffle like that. So, I'm going to take out a couple cards and put them like that. Yeah. Now, what's going to happen is Did you know that Harry Houdini, as well as being an escapologist, he was called the King of Cards? Because he's very good at card magic. So, for example, we're going to use Harry Houdini's spirit to try and find your card. Harry, if you're here, give me a sign. Okay. Now I'm just going to put my hands over all of these cards. And you're going to try to tell me which one it is. This one. Let me try that again. That one. Okay, so before we do anything, we're going to try to figure out what your card was here. So, I'm going to count through ace to king, and you're going to try to tell me which one it is. So, ace, 2, 3, 4, 4. Clubs. Oh, is it clubs? Let me try that again. Clubs. Clubs. Okay, no, it's not clubs. I thought it was clubs. So it was a 4. Give me a ding if it was a 4. Okay, so that's what it was thinking. Okay, so it's a 4. Right, let's try this again. Right. Clubs. Hearts. Spades. Diamonds. 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 Phil, was your card the 4 of diamonds?
Yes.
Do you believe in ghosts now? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
What? It's a normal bell though.
Now Thea was genuinely shocked by that, and
Yeah,
Thea knows
sure.
a lot of magic. She'd never seen this before, and she was like, "How the hell is that
She
bell
knows
ringing?"
a lot of magic, but she didn't know a lot about physics.
Well, okay, yeah. So this, I think we can be very honest about this. How the bell works, and what's really nice about it is,
it is pretty obvious how
it's a remote control bell
is a
that'll
remote
ring.
control, yeah.
But what's really
Uses
cool about it,
magnets.
it uses But what's really cool about it is when you did it, you already had the stick attached to the wooden base, but you don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah, you
They
can
can
sculpt it out
literally,
and they can put it in.
they can put it in themselves. They can hang the bell on themselves. They can do absolutely everything. So it doesn't feel like there's
I mean,
anything
they can't
electronic
turn it
going
on. They can't turn it on.
No, but
themselves.
so the on and off switch is inside the base. So before
So
you do
they'll
this,
never find it.
yeah, and we've tested the battery on this. It lasts for a long time, so you could literally have this in a close-up job. You could take it apart; it'd fit in your pocket fairly easily, and you could bring it out, and you could have them assemble it right in front of them.
Yeah.
And then basically, you have a remote control, and the remote control allows you to ring the bell whenever you want to. Now, the remote, you get lots of gimmicks with it. And Javier Fuenmayer, who's on the tutorial, he spends a long time talking about how you can actually activate the remote control. So he can have it under a watch, you can have it in palm, you can do this, you can do that. You get little gimmicks with it and magnets and stuff.
And you can have it under remote control, and you can have it on a timer as well.
That's a good point. You can have it on a timer. So if you use it as a timer option, there's a 5-second delay.
Yeah.
So you could press it and nothing's going to happen for 5 seconds, which is great. But effectively, that's what it is. And it's a nice loud ding. You can hear it and it is freaky how it works. It is freaky that like you see this bell ringing when they've just put it together. It's great. Now on the tutorial, you're also going to, by the way, you're also going to get some marked cards with this that are kind of tarot sized and aged. They look really nice. There's some ESP symbols in there, but then there's some other cards as well. And the other cards have like images on them, horror style images, and they're marked as well. So you get all these marked cards, and the reason you get that is because Javier actually does a seance on camera as part of the performance. He goes through like a 15-minute seance.
That's cool.
And he goes through lots of different things that you can do with this. So he starts with like a ghost, inhabiting the bell like you did. Then he talks about, having them pick a symbol and the ghost works out what the symbol is. He does a which hand routine as well. So the ghost's able to say which hand the coin's in.
Yep.
And he actually gives you a couple of different ways of doing that. if you are going to do the witch hand routine, you're going to have to get something else. He gives you a couple of different options of how to actually do this. The way that he uses it is the free app Echolocation by Plain Sights Magic and Jeff Price, and he goes through that in great detail. But he gives other options as well. But you can use it for a witch hand routine. My favourite way of him using it, actually, is with a peek. So he gets a peek of someone's name. Somebody thinks of a friend,
and he's like
and he uses he uses a wallet to get that information, and then he kind of goes through the letters. He's right, okay, A, B. So let's say the name's Paul. He goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Ding. So it's like the ghost is getting the name of the person.
So as you go through, it's like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, P. Ding. It's like okay, let me go through these. It must be in a hit. Okay, L, M, N, O, P. Ding. Ooh.
Yeah.
So it's L, M, N, O, P. Ding.
Yeah, exactly.
P.
It's right. Okay, that's
Next
the first
one.
letter.
A. Ding.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
A.
So, and I thought that was really good. I thought, look, I think this is great. My one issue with it is I have no issue with this in terms of the product. I think it is so well made. I think it's going to last a lifetime. You know, I'm always a bit trepidatious about electronic stuff, but this just works flawlessly. My one issue with it is I don't think I'm the sort of performer that can pull off a spirit bell.
Me either.
I'm not all about the, I'm not a bizarre performer. I'm not a storyteller. I would happily bring this out at Halloween and do it at a Halloween show. But, I'm not the sort of performer that could really, because this, I think in the right hands with the right performer,
could be like really good.
This could be like next level. And I don't think I've got the performing skill to be able to pull this off. I don't do that style of magic. Having said that, you could maybe do this as a kid's show. You could do this as a kid's show because what I thought of is there's a trick I used to do in my show all the time called Don't Ring the Bell. And the idea is that you had a bell they had to ring a bell to make the magic happen. So you could get a kid up on stage and say, look, this is a bell. I'm going to hang it here. What I want you to do is I'm going to give you this little spoon. And when you hit the bell, that's going to make the magic happen. And then you walk over there. And as you walk over to the other side of the audience, you say, so what's going to happen? She's going to ring the bell. Ding. No, don't. Not until I say. Don't do it until I say, because if you do it too soon, it's not going to make the magic work. Okay, so look, don't. And she's going to be like, "You're not."
A bunch of look.
It's a look now. See, guys, can you watch her to make sure? Fantastic. So what was it? Ding. No, stop ringing it. Stop ringing it. Did she ring it? No, she must have, because when I looked over there, ding. See, she did it again. Look, okay, I don't understand why the bell, ding. Hang on a minute. Bell, ding. Every time I say bell, ding, the bell, ding, is ringing. Oh, right, okay, I don't know what's happening. That's really weird. It must be voice activated. I tell you what,
why didn't you tell me that you were... Why didn't you tell me that it wasn't you?
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm not going to say the word bell. Ding, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Okay, so what's going to happen? You're going to ring the bell. No, I shouldn't have said that. Okay, you're going to ring the sausage. That's it. It's the sausage. You're going to ring the sausage. Stop laughing. I've got to call it a sausage. I can't call it a bell. Ding, damn it. Okay, look, ring the sausage. When I tell you you're going to ring the sausage, the magic's going to work. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, ring the sausage. You get the idea. That's funny. And I'm sure that they haven't...
I'm laughing and I know how it works.
You can imagine doing that in a kid's show.
You can.
And I could see myself... I used to do this thing called Don't Ring the Bell all the time, and it was amazing, and I stopped doing it because the gimmick broke. But this is a way of doing it in a kid's show that I think would really, really be funny.
Do you know what? I might actually do that in a kid's show.
Would you?
Next time I do a kid's show, I think I'll probably do that.
Well, I think it's amazing.
I don't know when my next kid's show is.
Well, you're doing the House of Secrets. You're going to get a kid up for... You're going to get a kid up for the teddy bear routine. Why don't you try it? We'll take it to the House of Secrets.
It's a good idea. We should try.
Yeah, we'll do that. In fact, I've just changed my mind. I was going to give it 79%, but I think this came into my head as I was reviewing it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to give this 100%. What about you?
I'm going to leave it 120%.
120% if you're a kids entertainer. This is amazing.
Literally perfect.
Yeah, if you're a bizarre entertainer, yeah, this is great.
Also great.
Yeah, it just works.
And if you're like, even if you're not a magician, and like, what are those people that like have the crystal balls and they read your mind?
Con artists. let's move on. We're sticking with the Murphy's Magic stuff now, and we're going to be looking at twins. Now, twins is a trick that I've done for years, and this is a trick by Brother John Hammond. And it was first published in the Big Yellow Book. I think it was the Magic of Brother John Hammond. And I remember reading it in there, and then watching Michael Amar perform it on the Easy to Master Magic Card Magic series, and doing it. Like, I've done this trick for about 20 years, and I love it. Now, what Murphys have done is they've taken Twins by Brother John Hammond, and they have used specially printed cards to actually, and Javier Fuenmayer is teaching the routine on tutorial, and he's done a great job of the teaching, but it's basically the original Brother John Hammond routine, but the cards they've supplied have kind of made it more of a story routine, because in the original version, you took 4 cards from a deck of cards, and you took kings and queens, and you were able to do it that way. If you've not seen Twins, I sat Thea down and I performed it for her. Let's have a look at Twins by Brother John Hammond and Murphy's Magic. Mm-hmm. I'm here with my daughter Thea. How you doing, Thea?
Great.
And you're a girl.
Yeah.
Don't know if you noticed. and you like love stories and romance stories. You watch loads of them with your mum, don't you? So I thought I'd tell you a love story.
Okay.
Using 4 cards. Would you like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
So this is a story, and it's an amazing story. They're going to make this into a Netflix film. It's brilliant. So this is a story. Okay. It's a story about a king. That's the king, King Bob. And King Bob has blonde hair, and he is the king of Bobbington. It's a little place. Now, King Bob of Bobbington is married to his queen, who also has blonde hair. Her name is Bobbetta. And Bobbetta is his wife. Now, here's what's really interesting. The king has a twin brother. His name's Bill. He is the king of Billington. Billington. It's a place. And Bill is married to the first king's twin sister. Kind of weird, really, isn't it? Now,
is that Billetta?
Billetta, yes, Billetta. Sorry, did I not say her name? I'm so sorry. It's Billetta. Now, they go everywhere together. They do everything together. And obviously, because they're king and queen. And they go on double dates a lot. And then one day, what happened is they thought they'd go out to a fancy restaurant. It was very, very fancy. Very fancy. Fanciest restaurant in all of Billington and Bobbington and all the different Englands. And when they went in there, what happened is the girls, they went, well, you know what? We're going to go upstairs to the toilet, because there's one thing I've learned from you. Girls go to the toilets a lot. And while the girls go to the toilet, what happens, right? What happened? You're not going to like this. The first king, can you remember his name? Bob. King Bob of Bobbington. Yeah. Bob went and sat down at the bar right next to a beautiful redhead. Just chatting. Nothing going on. Just chatting. But his twin brother, Bill, went and sat down right next to that red-headed girl's twin sister. What a surprise. She had a sister as well. And you know what? They started chatting. They started flirting. They started chatting to each other. They found out they liked each other's company. Not a good situation, remember? Bill and Bob are married. So
no, they're not.
No, not to each other, but they're married to Billetta and Bobbetta. Mm-hmm. And here's what happened. The girls came back downstairs from the toilet, and they looked at their husbands at the bar right next to those red-headed hussies. And here's what happens. Billetta, she was so annoyed, she went downstairs and slapped the first red-headed lady around the face, just like that. And her sister, Bobbetta, she was so annoyed, she went and slapped the other redhead as well. Well, a fight broke out. There was a lot of kicking, there was a lot of punching, there was a lot of stuff going on. I'm telling you, people weren't happy about it. The person who was the least happy about it was the restaurant manager. He was very annoyed. So even though they were the king and queen of Bobbington and Billington, they kicked the king and queen out. Well, they didn't. They did. They kicked the king and queen out. So the queen, that's Billetta, she was so annoyed, she dragged her husband out of the restaurant by his nose. And Bobetta, she was so annoyed, she dragged her husband out of the restaurant by his ear. And that's the end of their story. But I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, what happened to the redheads? What happened to the redheads? Well, the first redheaded girl, by the way, her name was Rosie. She sat down at the bar, feeling sorry for herself, getting drunk on shots. And then what happened is the man of her dreams walked in and swept her off her feet. His name was Reginald. And luckily for Rosie's twin sister, Rosetta, that man had a twin brother called Rupert. And that is the end of the story, and it's a completely accurate, true story on it. So, you've never seen Queens
that involved
before?
A lot of twins.
Yeah, well, basically, it's not a difficult routine, but it involves Brother John Hammond's Gemini count 1,000 times. You've got to do the Gemini count over and over and over and over again, and just remember the sequence. It's just the Gemini count over and over again. Now, what Murphys have done, which is quite nice, I quite appreciate what they've done here, is they have given you extra cards. So there's the 4 cards that I used.
Yeah, so you've got Rupert, Bob, Bobetta, and Rose.
Yeah.
And then all of their twins.
And then, yeah, you got all the other stuff.
And then you've got the Jester and
there's some others
the
I can't
Queen
remember.
Red one.
Yeah, there's
yeah. It's like the blonde-headed Queen, but it's a red-headed Queen.
Yeah. So there's a bunch, and there's another king, I think, as well. You pick the cards that you think work best for you. And then
I definitely would have used the Jester.
Oh, I'm sorry. Next time we'll use the Jester card. And you know it you can do twins by Brother John Hammond, and you got Javier Fuenmayer teaching how to do it and doing a great job with it. You know, I'm a big fan of packet tricks, and I've always loved this routine. I've done it for years. I will carry on doing it until the day that I die. I love this routine. Twins is something I fell in love with many, many years ago, and it's probably not your style of magic, and it's not something that I do all of the time, but for the right audience, for the right place, this absolutely kills. And it's one of those routines that a lot of people aren't aware of. You know, I've spoken to magicians and they're like, twins, what's that? Because it's fallen into the annals of time and history, and it's nice that Murphy's Magic have kind of brought it up to date.
It back up. Well, I mean, it wouldn't really make sense if you're in America, because they don't have a king or a queen.
Well, yeah, but they tell a story about, let me tell you a story about a king.
I mean,
and a queen.
was released in America, so it must make sense.
Yeah, it's fine. You're overthinking things.
I should have done it with the president.
Really? Let's not get into any type of politics. We've already insulted in the previous review every single person who uses crystal balls. So let's just keep on the straight and narrow, and let's just continue and say that Twins was amazing. So,
Daddy, you know what? You know Donald Trump.
No. No, seriously, no. I don't know what you're going to say. And I don't care. Never talk about politics or religion. That's my rule of thumb. Okay? No. What do you think of the trick? I'm going to give this. I'm going to give it 100%. I've done this for years.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to give it 79%.
Look, here's the thing. The cards are really nice. I'm going to throw them in my close-up case. How often will I do this? I don't know. But if you've not learnt Twins and you want to do it, this is a great teaching tool. The cards are really nice. And more importantly, once you've learnt it, if you want to do it on the fly by just taking out a black king and a red king and a black queen and a red queen, you can do it exactly the same way from a deck of cards. But the cards that are supplied are really, really nice. I'm giving it 100% because I'm absolutely going to keep doing this. What are you giving it?
79%.
79% from Ryland, 100% from me. Let's move on with the next review. Okay, so for the third review, we have No Extras by Rizki Nanda and penguin magic. And this is performed and explained by the man himself, Mr. Eric Tate, the man, the myth, the legend. And no extras is basically a packet trick. So this is the second packet trick we're looking at. Rizki Nanda is an incredible performer. He has invented so many tricks. He's had so many tricks come out over the years. All of them are very, very clever. This is no exception. It is effectively a packet trick that makes you kind of go down one particular... It makes you think that there's being extra cards used. And just when you think you're using extra cards, you show them that you have got extra cards, but then there's a kicker that they never see coming. I'm going to show you a performance of this. I did this to Thea. You can have a look at it, and then we'll bring it back into the studio and give it a full review. Okay. I'm here with my daughter Thea. How you doing, T?
Hello.
Oh, high five. Boom. You want to see a card trick?
Yeah.
It's called a 3-card trick. Do you have any idea why it's called a 3-card trick?
Why?
Because it uses 3 cards. It's not a trick question. It's the 3-card. It uses 3 cards there. If it had 4 cards, it'd be the 4-card trick. Thea, do you know why this is called the 3-card trick?
Because he has 4 cards.
No, it's 3 cards. Good grief. Right, it's the 3-card trick. It uses 3 cards. And I'll tell you right now, there are 2 jokers and one other card. Let me just flip that. Now I'm going to show you this card. This is a little game. If you win, then you get £10. So I put the card in between the 2 jokers, yes?
Okay.
And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the card. I'm going to let you have a little sneaky peek at it. Okay? So all you have to do to win this game is tell me what is the card in between the 2 jokers.
The King of Diamonds.
You get it right, you win £10. What's the card?
King of Diamonds.
The correct answer was the 3 of clubs. But it's not a problem. It's fine. It's fine. Maybe you're new to the game. You didn't know. I will do it again. Look, go really slowly. What is the card in between the 2 jokers? You get it right, you win £10.
The 3 of clubs.
Sorry?
The 3 of clubs.
So you're saying not the ace of spades? I thought you would have been good at this game. I really did. Do you want to know how it works?
What?
Would you like me to tell you? I'll tell you. Would you like to know how it works?
Okay.
It uses extra cards. You see at the beginning when I said it was the 3-card trick and you said it was 4 cards, I was right. There's an extra card. Do you know what's on the extra card?
What?
Have a think. Have a think.
7 of diamonds.
What?
7 of diamonds.
No, it says extra cards. Why are you being silly? Of course, if there's going to be an extra card, it's going to say extra cards. Why would it not? You're dumb. So that was.
I got a question.
That was no extras. Yes.
What would happen if someone said, "What's on the back of the extra card"?
Well, they could look at it. It's normal.
Is it normal?
Yeah, it's normal. The extra card is normal. There is one gimmicked card that they can't look at, but the focus is not on that card. So one of the jokers can't be looked at, but at the end of the routine, you do this little frustration count, and the card they want to look at.
Extra cards.
Yeah, and they can look at they can look at the ace, they can look at the extra card. So it's kind of one of those things where there's one gimmicked card, but because you've been so free with the cards, nobody ever kind of suspects anything. And I've actually tried this in the real world a couple of times because I've actually really liked this trick. This is good, and it's one of those packet tricks that's very quick, very snappy, a great one to do. Walk around. It just adds something. You know, you can do it in about 30 seconds. It's a great opener, really, to be perfectly honest. And the tutorial, please stop. The tutorial is really good. I mean, anytime you have the bearded god of magic himself. What? He is. He's the bearded god of magic.
At the beginning, I thought you were going to say the man, the myth, the bearded.
No, but he is. He's the bearded god of magic. He better not. I think he's like Samson. Do you know the story of Samson and Delilah?
No.
Okay, well, it's a religious story from the Bible, and the whole idea is.
Oh, I'm not religious.
Samson was the strongest man of all time, and eventually he cut.
No, Popeye.
No. He eats spinach. He's only strong when he eats spinach. But Samson was the strongest man of all time.
There's something in that spinach. Don't know what it is though.
I think I can probably guess. Steroids. But he's the strongest. He's the strongest man in the world, right? Stronger than Superman. But then his girlfriend Delilah tells him to cut his hair, And the hair is the source of his power. And if he cuts his hair, he loses all of his strength. I'm worried that if Eric Tate ever cuts his beard, he's going to become like rubbish at magic. So we better make sure that the bearded god of magic himself never, ever, ever cuts his beard. But anyway, the bearded god of magic, Eric Tate, he does the tutorial and does it brilliantly. The trick is very, very easy to do. There's a couple of moments where you've got to be holding a double. But other than that, it's very easy. It's complete and total instant reset. Like I said, it's not 100% examinable, but the cards that they are going to want to examine, they can. Like you said, what happens if they look at the extras card? Well, if they look at the extras card, they're not going to see anything. It's very well constructed, and it's very well put together. And if you like card tricks, it's great. It's a wonderful lead-in to something with a bit more substance. I've put it in my packet trick section of my close-up case. And it's one of those tricks, by the way, that if you don't do it for 6 months, it's very easy to remember because it's a really easy sequence. You get everything you need to perform the trick. You get the specially printed cards. You get everything. You get the gimmicked card. It's good. It's not very expensive. It's good. It packs small. It plays big. I would highly recommend it. I'm going to give this 90%. What about you? Mr. I don't do card tricks.
I'm going to give it 79%.
Boring. 79% from Ryland. 90% from me. Well done, Eric. Well done, Penguin. Well done, Rizki Nanda. 3 good tricks. And now we're going to finish off by talking about an illusion. Right, next up, we are going to be doing a review, as requested by you, of an illusion. And before you do your little drum roll that I know you want to do, the reason we've chosen to review this illusion is because this is I don't care. This is like the ambitious card of the magic.
Is that me getting busy?
Yeah, it's you. This is like the ambitious card of the illusion show world. Insofar as this illusion, you can literally do it anywhere. You can wheel it onto any stage.
I did it at the Magic Bar Live.
Yeah.
They were like, how the hell are you going to fit that in there? And I was like...
Yeah, it literally will, as long as it fits on the stage.
I'm not talking about a small one. We're not talking about a small one. We're talking about...
Tell them the name of the trick. Tell them the name of the trick.
It's the... Crusher!
Well, okay, it's not called the Crusher. It's called the Split Press. No, because they need to go... If people are interested in putting an illusion show together, they need to know where to buy it from. So this is called a Split Press. And it is by Guy Barrett. And the reason Ryland's calling it the Crusher is because Ryland loves Matrix, as you can see. And Alex Jessen, who runs Matrix, along with Kelsey and the rest of the team, they have their own custom-designed, pimped-out LED crusher that's absolutely amazing. And, well, they call it the Crusher. They don't call it the Split Press. They call it the Crusher. So Ryland calls it the Crusher. But it is called the Split Press. And I'm going to let Ryland... Look, I did this for years. I remember first putting my illusion show together. And
You did this?
No, I didn't. So here's the thing. I didn't have this straight away. I had a bunch of other illusions. I did not have this one. I had the Mangler. I had the...
casket.
Crystal casket. I had...
also known as the fish tank.
Yeah, I had the sub-trunk. I had the Lights of Doom, which is a very old thing.
Did you have the Rings of Death?
I had a Blaney Ladder Levitation. I had the Rings of Death. I had a Head and Body Twister. Bunch of other stuff. I can't remember.
You had your original sub-trunk.
Yeah, I had a bunch of stuff.
The original sub-trunk was the better sub-trunk.
I had a bunch of stuff. I can't remember everything. But
I bet you were so excited when you got this.
Oh, we had we had the thing where you climb out the suitcase as well that we still use now. Yeah. So we had all of this stuff, probably more, I can't remember. And I remember really wanting a split press. And Guy had told me about this split press and I was like, I really want this. And I really, really, really wanted the split press and I saved up for it and I got enough money to get it and I was so happy. And it was at the time the best illusion in my show. Now, probably not so much because I've got a lot of other stuff, but it's still amazing. You've got a
reason to stop buying illusions, I think.
Well, look, why don't...
You stopped doing the illusions show, and you're like...
Well, I didn't really stop, right?
No, you didn't stop, but you did them. But you didn't. You stopped doing the circuit when I was born, so you didn't do them as much. So it was like, oh, that illusion's cool. And Mum was like, no, you can't get that. And then I was born, and I did the illusions. It's like, now we've got Paradox, another sub-chunk, clear soaring in half, VIP doors, a new
We've got
We've
so
all the
many
small
illusions
stuff,
in our
like
warehouse.
Frame, spike wrap.
Yeah, look. We'll do a tour of the warehouse at some point. We'll do the tour of the warehouse.
New mangler.
We'll do a tour of the warehouse at some point.
Wait. You know, back in the old days, did you also have the tip over trunk then?
Mm-hmm.
Or was that?
We only used the tip over trunk to produce somebody before we got the VIP box. Yeah. Anyway, let's have a look.
The doors.
Let's have a look at a performance of Ryland doing this at Rugeley. You're producing Madison in this one, which is weird. Of course, did you do who did you do the split press on? Was it Maddie?
I think it was Maddie.
At Rugeley?
Yeah, in Rugeley.
Was it Maddie?
Yeah.
Or was it Thea? No, I'm pretty sure it was Maddie.
Yeah, it was Maddie, wasn't it? Because we did the competition.
Yeah, because she came out. You produced Maddie from the crystal casket and then went straight into the split press.
And then we did plunger with everybody.
Plunger with everyone. Yeah. So this is Ryland performing the split press on Maddie, and you can see exactly what it's all about, and then we'll talk about what we think. So Ryland's just said he loves talking about illusions. So talk them through this one, pros and cons.
Pros,
everything. Also, from somebody who, let's say, I think the people that would be interested in this review are people that maybe do a stage show already, and they're looking to add an illusion into their act. So talk to them from that point of view.
So
thanks,
it's very good.
You really? Do you want me to do the?
If you ask some actually questions that I would understand them, yeah.
Okay, so how practical is it?
It's very practical. You can do it, as you said, you can do it in a lot of places.
Okay. How difficult is it for the assistant in the box to do?
The assistant, I can't give it away.
Because you started off by doing the split press yourself.
This is the first illusion that I did, first illusion that Kelsey did, the first illusion that Thea did, the first illusion that Maddie. It's the first illusion that everybody does. Really.
I always start people off with this illusion because it's not a difficult illusion for the person inside the box to do. Literally, they just have to lie there in a particular position, and that's it.
Most box jumpers always start with this illusion, I would say.
Yeah, a lot of them do. Like the one that you and Thea have just learnt, the clearly impossible, the clear soaring in half. That's difficult from your point of view. It's difficult from Thea's point of view. It's not an easy
point for the stagehand that's helping me.
Yeah, there's a lot to it.
It's difficult for everybody, but for this, for the person that's like for the illusionist, it's quite easy.
I found when I first started doing the split press, the tricky thing for me was
because I had you, I got it down pretty fast. Because you had been doing the circuit for ages with this, so you knew a lot about it. So you spent at least a week in the warehouse trying to figure out the best way to put the blades through, and then because you were able to teach me the best ways to put the blades through, I was able to do it in like less than an hour.
Yep.
So now I got really good at blades, so I can put the blades through. So as long as you know how to put the blades through, I'd say it's quite an easy one.
Yeah.
The only thing you want to watch out for is the rollers, because sometimes, I don't know if it happened in the Rizki show, but you just got to push the rollers in so you can push it back. It doesn't matter when you're pushing it in and the rollers pop out, because when you pull it out, it just comes back in line. But when you're pushing it in, you want to make sure it's in. But then you go, and they will come out a little bit, but when you pull it out, it will go back.
Yeah. What else is there to talk about that? There's no angle issues, really, is there?
It's an all right position for the actual person inside the box.
Yeah, it's not difficult. It's not hard to do.
It's very easy to get into, and it's a comfortable position.
It is. Say. Yeah, and they just lie there, and you know we
can't give it away, but it's basically lying down in a bed.
Yeah.
In an upside down chair. It's like sitting down in a chair, lying down in a bed. Upside down.
Yeah, I'd say.
All combined.
I'd say that's right.
That's about right.
And is there anything else to talk about it? What would you say to people? Because when we did the review on last week's show, somebody said, and I can't remember who it was, but somebody said, illusionists, this is going to offend Ryland, so I'm going to get his opinion on this. Illusionists, they're just people who, they just point at boxes and just like, fanny around the stage, and there's no skill involved in it at all. The girl in the box is doing all the work, and you're just pointing at the box.
I don't want to cuss.
What would you say about that?
I don't want to cuss.
No, don't cuss, but what would you say?
Screw you.
No, seriously, come on, don't be a kid.
Because it's not true at all, is it? It's very hard work being an illusionist. Because, obviously, like, without just being on stage, like even without being on stage, off stage, you've got to know at least a little bit about lighting and tech, and you want stage crew. You're going to need to load in, know how to set up every single prop. You need to get there hours before to set them up, and you need to pack them down, and you need to hire vans and get them loaded in, and you've got to get to like your place, and that's without being on stage. And on stage, it's even harder.
Like you and Thea spend hours practicing.
Yeah.
You never spent this much time practicing when you
with magic, because obviously being a magician and an illusionist, I know what it's like for both. So with magic, it requires a lot less practice than doing the illusions. So for example, that trick that I did earlier on, where I performed it, I learned that.
We're talking about the spirit belt.
Yeah, I learned that in 5 minutes. Illusions, I was out there this morning learning the clear soaring in half. And I did it. It was in the freezing cold. It's freezing cold today in England. And I was out there. Thea was shivering. She was like, ooh. and I was like, no, let's run it again. But it's a lot of hard work doing illusions. And it's not just pointing at a box. It's like, yeah, obviously you do point at a box. But it's not just pointing at a box. It's a lot more than pointing at a box.
And if people are looking to get into their first illusion into their stage show, would the split press be the way to go? Is that the first illusion you would suggest, or would you suggest, because the problem with when you've got an illusion like
if you want to go from a stage magician into more of an illusion magician, I think you would need to start off with something like walking through steel,
which we'll review at some point.
Trisection,
the mirror that we reviewed last week.
The mirror, sands of the desert, And then once you've got those illusions, you're kind of into the illusions. Then you can get like someone else who can go inside like the big illusions. So you can start doing stuff like split press, like the utility base, which has casket, mangler, shadow box, all the stuff. There's like 9 different tops for the utility base, I think. Or something like that.
If you guys are interested, we'll spend a bit more time talking about other illusions and.
You've got to let us know in the comments.
If
you want to see more illusions, you got to let us know.
Absolutely. But what would you give the split press?
Infinite.
I would agree. I've done this more times than I care to remember. It's my second split press. Did you know? The first one.
Yeah, the first one you dropped down a pit and gave someone whiplash.
Yeah, it was an accident. She's fine now.
I hate rake stages.
Yeah,
I hate rake stages. They're very annoying.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
do you remember that one that was like you know the toy? It wasn't Ipswich, was it?
No, it was the one that Alex then did later on. It was in Yorkshire. It was at Ilkley.
Ilkley, that's it. Not Ipswich.
You were like literally climbing
Alex
up a
did that
hill.
one. Yeah, it's like the state. Like most stages, they're like this. If they're raked, they're like this. This one was like that.
It was like a ski slope.
Luckily, we didn't have Magic and Mischief on there.
No, you were doing the Harry Potter acts, weren't you?
I was doing. It was the Killian tour.
Oh, so you were doing...
Yeah, so I was doing all the stuff, and Spycraft doesn't have wheels. It's a spinny thing on top of these 4 studs.
Yeah.
So that doesn't move. So I felt like I was on a hill and I was about to roll off. It felt like I was about to roll off.
It's funny.
But it was like that. What's the one in Blackpool we do for the schools with us?
Oh, yeah. The ambassador role that you do.
Yeah, in that theatre, I forgot what it's called. That one was like this. Like, it was raked there and like that. So I had split press at the very bottom. And there was no space to put the plates through. So, like, the rate was there, split press was here, and the edge of the stage was there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was, like, leaning in front, over the front of the stage, over the pit, and going...
I was worried at the Magic Bar Live that you were going to throw that split press off the stage with Thea in it. Because it's not a big stage.
It's not a big stage.
Anyway.
Could you imagine trying to do...
Clear soaring.
Soaring on the House of Secrets stage.
This just wouldn't happen. Anyway, right, look, he gives him Infinity, I give it Infinity as well. If you're looking for a good illusion to start your show.
If you've already started doing stuff like the mirror and you do like one-man illusions, this is a good illusion to start to go into like a proper illusion show, I'd say.
I agree, 100%.
Really good.
And you can get it from Guy Barrett.
There's no Visha in the bag, there's no Visha in the bag, no Visha in the bag, no Visha in the bag, no Visha in the bag.
Okay, you're annoying me now. Please, we've got to get to London. Please stop. Okay, please. That is another review show in the bag. Thank you once again for joining us on Magic TV. You want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back again tomorrow with another video. He'll be back next week with another review show special. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow Ryland on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget to follow me on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. And join the Netrix, which is my online streaming platform for magicians. It's called thenetrix.com. You can get access immediately to thousands of tricks. I'll see you again. Thanks for watching. I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
We'll see you again. Bye, everyone.